I'm sure you've heard of growth mindset, but have you ever heard of an entrepreneurial mindset? I'm getting this from the field guide from the Empower conference I went to in Dallas this past summer. There's actually this growth mindset chart that I really love. So I'm going to bring up a couple of scenarios and I'm going to show you what a fixed mindset looks like, what a growth mindset looks like, and then growth mindset squared, what an entrepreneurial mindset looks like. So, how are you, or even I can ask myself that, right? How am I when I am faced with challenges? This is what would happen to someone that has a fixed mindset. They would avoid the challenge. Like, I don't want to face challenges, so I'm just going to avoid it. Once again, I'm sure we can all relate to that. But at the same time, we know we need to overcome challenges as well. So the growth mindset person will say, you know what? I embrace challenges because I know that that's going to help me reach the next level. And an entrepreneurial mindset is this: I initiate collaboration that creates shared value. Yeah, when we face challenges, oftentimes it's not challenges that we face individually just by ourselves, but oftentimes it's a problem that the community is facing. So how can we work together with others, create a shared interest in that, work in collaboration with one another for a shared positive outcome for everybody? And there's actually six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that they discuss. The first was when faced with challenges. The second is obstacles. So what happens when you face obstacles? A fixed mindset person would be like this: you know what? I just give up. I give up. And you give up easily. So you look at the task and you think, you know what? I just give up. A growth mindset person is one who would persevere, knowing that it takes perseverance, resilience in order to accomplish a task. And an entrepreneurial mindset is someone who would think, you know what? I create and innovate where I see opportunities. Because if there are obstacles, they're probably not obstacles just for you. There are probably obstacles that are for others, and therefore it creates an opportunity. Number 3 is effort. What do you do when you're faced with challenges related to effort? You ever feel that situation where you kind of feel like apathetic and you don't want to try? Well, a fixed mindset person is going to think, you know what? This is pointless. Why should I even try? A growth mindset person will say, you know what? I'm going to just give this a shot. It doesn't matter if it's successful or if it fails, but I'm just going to grow from this experience, because at the very least, I'm going to grow from this experience. And then, of course, a entrepreneurial mindset would be able to say, I'm confident in risk. Yes, that risk taking is encouraged because sometimes it takes risk to innovate, and also the idea that failure leads to success. There's this book called Failing Forward by John Maxwell, definitely a topic worth talking about as well. But this idea that the success doesn't necessarily come in a one and done event, but oftentimes it's through a series of failures and learning from them and failing forward that one learns and grows. Number 4, and this is a tough one. What do you do when you're faced with criticism? So many people, when they get encounter criticism, we get like defensive. Sometimes we just ignore it completely. Like, I'm not going to listen to any of that, right? Even useful feedback, because sometimes criticism, even very negative criticism, there's an element that could be potentially useful, but a growth mindset person is going to be someone who uses the criticism to grow, learns from it, right? Uses it as feedback to personally grow. And in fact, an entrepreneurial mindset is constructive feedback helps me improve my pursuits. So there's like this, not just only in that one task, but in other pursuits as well. Sometimes criticism in one area of our lives can actually have, if handled well, a positive ripple effect through many areas of our lives. How about when we're faced with the success of others? For some of us, it's hard to see others succeed. I know that I've been in situations, I've seen many situations where people feel very threatened, and that's what a fixed mindset feels, where when one person succeeds, other people feel threatened by that person. What would a growth mindset do when they see someone else succeeding? Well, they're inspired by the example. You see somebody doing awesome? wow, that's inspiring. How did they do that? What did they do? What was their motivation? Let me learn from you, right? And the entrepreneurial mindset is I know the market isn't a fixed pie, and competition is a positive market force. So, this idea that learning from others, there's not only a certain number of people that can win, many people can win, and that's awesome. And then number 6 is outcomes. What do you do when you're faced with outcomes? And maybe it's like outcomes that are not what you had hoped for. For some folks with a fixed mindset, they're gonna lack hope for their future. You know what? I failed at this. The outcomes, it did not work as I had hoped, and as a result, my future is not what I want it to be and can't ever be. Or a growth mindset and also an entrepreneurial mindset is, I believe that everyone has a gift that with experience can create value for ourselves, our families, and society. And so part of like outcomes and trying things is discovering who we are. What is our shape? What is our purpose? What is our passion? What is our interest? Is that really a fixed thing that we have to just know what that is, or we already know what that is? Or is that something that's kind of discovered along the journey? So whether it's through successes or failures, we are learning through our positive outcomes and even our negative outcomes. It kind of starts shaping us to the direction that we should go that can impact ourselves, our community, those we care about, our families, and beyond. Well, I hope these 6 principles are helpful for you in not only growing your growth mindset, but your growth mindset squared, your entrepreneurial mindsets. And if you like this, perhaps, I could see each of these points being its own video as well. It's Dr. Jeff from Ed Family, signing out.